Managing late coming is something many managers struggle with, right? And the key concern here, now the same principles I'm about to share with you in managing late coming can also apply to a staff that is, for instance, missing in action, missing from the workplace, or for that matter, even leaving the workplace early. He or she may come in on time, but here leaves before the designated work hour ends, right? So these same principles apply for whether it's late coming, early leavers, or even those missing during work hours. And the biggest challenge for managers lies with a concept known as condonation. Condonation, in other words, means you have given your tacit approval. I like to use the expression, you've closed one eye to the situation. This is where the courts have ruled that managers cannot choose to unilaterally take action against one employee for being late for work if in the past that manager has allowed this practice to continue within his or her department. Therefore, step one in managing these issues is you would have to almost reset the page on late coming, so to speak, by writing a group memo. You could send an email circular to your employees. If you work in a factory environment and you communicate via notice boards and you put important notices on the notice boards, that can also work. Some managers have meetings with their staff. They have the minutes of that meeting recorded and have their staff sign them. You could use any one of these options, minutes of meetings, notice boards. You could send an email circular to staff or a group email. But what you need to state in this is the company's policy on late coming. So you, for instance, say, look, I notice this increasing trend of employees regularly coming in late for work. Please note our company policy on late coming, which states, in that case, clarify your policy. And at the end of that simple notice, tell them, effective immediately, I will be enforcing this. That simple memo buys you a fresh start or gives you that reset. And following this, then you can then start to take action against the employee that is regularly late for work, right? Now, what happens if an employee starts challenging your right to manage his or her late coming? What if the employee says, hey boss, why are you taking action against me when other department heads seem to be ignoring it? They seem to be turning a blind eye to late coming within their departments. Why are you being so particular about this? How do you respond? The answer, the right way of responding is to tell the employee that whatever it is, you are enforcing late coming stringently and fairly across all employees within your department or your section or your division for that matter. The idea here is you are entitled to manage late coming within the confines of your section, department or division, irrespective of what another manager is doing within his or her department, right? And the final aspect that I think would be useful in talking about late coming, this is especially for those employees that seem to have a mindset that, you know, they say, well, look, I come in late, but I always stay back late. I'm meeting my KPIs. So why are you being so pedantic? Why are you being so calculative over late coming? How do you address those issues? The best suggestion I share with managers is to explain to employees that just as a football player may be performing well, but bosses have no problems stopping them from training or playing matches if they find that the employee actually is late for practice. The same thing applies. You have two aspects to being an employee, in that number one, you have your job description. Number two, you're also a team player, and a team can only work well if everyone agrees to be bound by common rules and expectations, and being on time is one of them. Thank you.